Today's financial advice is sponsored by Endeavor Private Wealth. Chris McGee, managing partner at Endeavor Private Wealth, is joining us for our weekly segment on investing. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to.
So I understand that November is National Long-Term Care Awareness Month, the purpose of which is to get individuals and their families to focus on the long-term care needs of men and women over the age of 65 and what steps can be taken should they need assistance in the activities of daily living, as hopefully they live very, very long lives and truly enjoy their retirements. As a financial advisor, I wonder if you would be kind enough to share your thoughts on this important, very personal and often very sensitive topic.
Dana, I would be happy to. And you're right about the importance and the personal nature and the sensitivity of this topic. Look, the good news is that we're all living longer and the standards are getting better. The scientific achievements have been significantly increased and helped with our life expectancy. But people just don't want to live longer. They want to live well and live with purpose and with dignity. Throughout human history, those people fortunate to live to old age were often revered and honored and cared for by their children with love and reverence. While we hope that same respect and treatment will still be bestowed upon today's elderly, for many, old age is often faced alone, with too little planning between spouses and children and consultation among the parties and their financial advisor, their medical specialist, their legal counsel, and the different providers of long-term care assistance.
And so, this isn't just about, will you have enough money in retirement to pay for long-term care if it's necessary? There's more to it.
There's a lot more to it. And of course, the finances matter. But unfortunately, I know of too many situations where the people had sufficient wealth, but they never discussed or planned for the what-ifs with their family and trusted professionals. Then when the time came and it required long-term care, it wasn't the type of care that they either wanted or what it could have been. And that's why, first and foremost, I encourage people to lift the veil of silence that often surrounds this topic. Too often people avoid this subject, and why not? I mean, they have to picture themselves more dependent on others than they've ever been before in their lives. But avoidance doesn't slow down or stop Father Time. So hopefully we will all grow older, but inadvertently with age we face the limitations as what we are able to do for ourselves. And the time to address these options is before those limitations arise, precluding our choices altogether.
And I know a lot of people leave the long-term care decisions up to their children. Is there anything wrong with that?
I wouldn't say that there's anything wrong with that. However, that's a very large burden to place on a child. And when there are multiple siblings, the situation can even become more complicated. One adult child may think one thing is best for mom or dad, while their other siblings may face it or be in favor of a different choice. If their parents don't express their wishes when they have the ability to do so, their long-term care decisions may be out of their control. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard an adult child say, "This is a great facility for mom and dad. They're going to love it here." However, Mom and Dad have a significantly different view of the matter.
And Chris, we're running short on time, but you really haven't talked much about the cost of long-term care insurance, and the different types of long-term care services. Why is that?
That's because I want to encourage people, our elderly, their spouses, their partners, and their children to start talking about this subject before it becomes an emergency requiring a snap decision. People need to discuss and consider their options before circumstances take it out of their control. These decisions will raise financial considerations, which we can address, but that all has to start with long-term care awareness.
Chris, I appreciate and know our viewers appreciate your perspective, and hopefully we can continue our discussion about long-term care in future programs. And, we always appreciate your time, and thank you so much. And to learn more about Endeavor Private Wealth, visit endeavorpw.com.